welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Haley and you're watching Between the Pages. So I have two book reviews for you today, and these two go hand in hand. They're by the same author, and the second book that I'm going to review is kind of like a spiritual sequel to the first one. So let's just get into this. So the first book review in this set is The Whispering Dark by Kelly Andrew. This is a dark academia mixed with some supernatural elements, and it's about a girl named Delaney Myers Petroff who is deaf. She has a cochlear, I think that's how you pronounce it, implant, which this is Own Voices, so Kelly Andrew also has an implant, and she's been deaf since she was a child, and so she goes to the school for like supernatural people who have like supernatural gifts, I guess, sort of. And she meets this boy named Colton who she has a connection with involving her childhood. So let's just get into this. I'm not gonna be able to talk about this without spoiling it, so please leave if you've not read this. Okay, so like I said, this one goes hand in hand with the book I'm going to review next. So the book that I'm going to review next is Your Blood, My Bones. So it explains a lot of things that happen in this book that weren't explained very well. So I'm going to go ahead and spoil that because, like I said, I can't talk about The Whispering Dark without talking about Your Blood, My Bones. So again, please know that going forward. There will be spoilers for both books because I cannot discuss them separately. They are intertwined with each other. Okay, so like I said, Delaney is deaf, and it was because she developed some type of like infection, and it made her really sick, and she lost her ability to hear. So she hears whispers, which is why it's called The Whispering Dark, obviously, and she hears the whisper of shadows. These shadows are actually ghosts, because since she had a brush with death, now she can hear ghosts. She can also see them. Because there's a character who has been dead since the beginning of the book, and she's convinced that he's real because he looks really real to her. So she's kind of like a medium, sort of. But then in Your Blood, My Bones, it's explained that Delaney is actually a necromancer. Like, that's what she's good at. So she can also bring things back from the dead, which brings us to Colton. Colton died when he was a child, and he fell through the ice. His brother drowned, and so did Colton. So Delaney was at the lake where Colton died, and somehow she brought him back to life, but he came back without his soul. So it's explained in Your Blood, My Bones that makes Colton a demon, which makes no fucking sense to me. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm like, what about coming back without a soul makes you a demon? I don't know. It's not explained. That's the one thing I have. That's like the one issue I have with Kelly Andrews' writing, is it doesn't make any sense. And so, yeah, it should not take your spiritual sequel to your first book to explain things that were not explained fully in your first book. So that's the one major issue I have with both of these books. But yeah, so Delaney is technically a necromancer and Colton is technically a demon, I guess. Again, I don't get it. And because Lainey was the one who was responsible for bringing Colton back from the dead, Colton is bound to serve Lainey. So there's like some type of like demon-human pact where he's bound to her, and he has to do whatever she says because she brought him back from the dead, I guess. Again, I don't know. It's not explained very well. Lainey, because of her connection to the dead slash ghosts, she's destined to become the vessel for this spirit, like evil spirit, which again kind of makes her a psychic medium. But then she's also a necromancer, and I'm like, which is it? You can't really be both, or at least I've never seen it like in a book where people are two things. There's also lots of Greek mythology like surrounding death. It's mentioned that Lainey's favorite flowers are asphodels, or something about, like, Colton was like, if you had a favorite flower, what would it be? And she says asphodels. And asphodels are flowers that bloom in the underworld, and supposedly Hades made Persephone a crown with them. So again, lots of Greek mythology surrounding death and everything like that. Again, this book is very complicated, so yeah. I don't really have much to say about The Whispering Dark. Again, like, I liked the characters. I love Delaney and Colton. Love them to death. Would definitely read more of Colton and Delaney. But I didn't appreciate how this was executed, because there's also like a whole side quest thing, side plot, that because they go to this magical school and everything, they were like trying to figure out like how to walk through rips in the sky and everything like that. And that is what Colton is good at, because you have to have like a brush with death to be able to do this. And so they go out, this school like specifically targets people who have had brushes with death or have some type of supernatural ability, gift, and everything like that. So yeah, that was my rambly review of The Whispering Dark by Kelly Andrew, and I will see you guys later when I review Your Blood, My Bones, which is, again, a tie-in to this. So see you guys later. Bye!